Hi everybody, welcome to Technique Tuesdays. Technique Tuesdays is kind of a new feature I'm putting on the site, and it's designed to be kind of short videos, quick tips, stuff that you can kind of run with. I know I talk a lot, so I'm going to try to keep the videos short and just focus on like one or two techniques that you can incorporate into your regimen. So today we're going to be talking about flat ironing, and I know that I say on the site that I prefer people to roller set and to air dry just to maintain the health of their hair, but I know that sometimes you want to check the length of your hair, or maybe you just want to switch it up one week. So it's really just about trying to keep the hair healthy during that process. One of the products that I actually really like that a lot of people don't know about is this product called Simply Healthy Hair. It's actually Black owned and operated, and what I really like about it is the main ingredient, or the main sort of, the key ingredient, I guess you could say, is grapeseed oil, and it helps with the heat protection. It gives you like heat protection up to 450 degrees. It also makes the hair really soft and shiny. It's lightweight, so I noticed that my hair has a lot of movement and swing. It doesn't feel kind of like weighed down and hard. And also, but mostly I like it because it gives me a really nice shine and sheen to my hair without using a lot of product. So I don't have to constantly be overloading it with stuff. So it's kind of like a whole line. I use the whole line, just the grapeseed oil, hydrating and strength shampoo. Then I will use the conditioner and sit under my steamer. I think my steamer is a Beautiful brand. Yeah, it's a Beautiful brand steamer. And I just, sit under there until the little timer thing goes off. And then I will use the leave-in conditioner and body booster and just kind of spritz it around my hair. Now, if you're looking for kind of like blow drying videos, definitely check on the site. I've done some when I'm freshly relaxed. I've also done some when I've stretched. I've done a blow drying video when I've transitioned. I'm back to relaxed now. That's another video, but if I kind of have shown how I blow dry my hair when I have virtually no new growth, and also when I have a lot of new growth. So, those might be helpful for you just to see how I, manipulate the two different textures. So I just spray it on my hair and blow dry it. And so now I just wanted to show you some quick tips with flat ironing. So, I will always apply, this is the hair polish, and that's kind of the heat protectant in the line. And I just apply, a nickel size amount of this, focusing, on the ends. I don't want to use too much, but I just kind of want to give it an even distribution, like so. And then, I will section the hair. And I just do kind of small, a small section, just using my fingers. So, the hair is nice and prepared and ready. So the flat iron I use is actually called a Nano Titanium Babyless Pro. I don't really remember how much this cost. I've had it for a very, very long time. But I like it because it gives a nice smooth finish. It's very easy to work with, but most importantly, it has this temperature section, so it's not just low, medium, high. You can actually change the texture of the flat iron. I always my rule of thumb is no matter what flat iron I'm using, I always go to the highest and then I go down 2 notches. So for this one that would be 375. And the main technique I use to try to keep my hair as healthy as possible is I always try to make sure it's detangled first very well, because I don't want to be going back. I don't want to be smoothing the hair when it's already in a state of being tangled, because then I'm going to have to untangle it after I straighten it, and that's just going to snag and not feel great. In addition, I always use fairly small sections so that I can get the hair straighter on one or two passes, and not constantly have to be going back either that day or a couple days afterwards. You know how sometimes you get up in the morning and you say like, oh god, my hair isn't straight, so you use the flat iron again. So my goal is to straighten the hair as much as possible, and again I show that a lot more in the blow drying video, just because it's easier to straighten blow dried hair. To me, it's easier to straighten hair that's already kind of straight than it is to work with hair that has a lot of texture, because I air dried it or I blew dry it without focusing on straightening it. and then use the flat iron to do kind of the heavy lifting. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I think it's better to straighten it as much as possible while blow drying, and then use the flat iron mostly as a finishing tool, because, and the reason for that is because, you know, these are 2 plates and it's a small amount of hair, so the concentration of heat is pretty intense with a flat iron. And with a blow dryer, you know, I try to do the process very gently and to make sure that I'm constantly keeping the heat moving. So that's why this is just, to me, a way to finish the hair. It's like a polisher. Again, most of the heavy lifting is done by the blow dryer. Of course, so you start close to the roots, and, you know, I just want to focus on nice and slow, even pace. I actually don't touch the bottom ends of my hair the first time, because again, I just want to get the bulk of it straight, and the ends are the most dry, fragile part of the hair, so I want to focus on just doing that last. That's how you keep from getting a lot of split ends. Now the second time, I'm going all the way down, just like that. So, and the hair should be very, very straight. So I'm going to do one more. So again, most of the heat protection comes from actually the product and then the technique. So again, I also let the hair kind of dry. Like I don't put the iron on it and then immediately put it on it again. I kind of let it dry out a little bit. It takes a little bit longer, but again, the whole point is that you want less damage. And that's pretty much it. So, and the hair feels really nice and smooth, and the ends feel very healthy. And I'm probably about 10, it's probably been about 8 to 10 weeks since I had a trim. So my ends still look very healthy. So yeah, so that's the process. To maintain my flat ironed hair, I will use the Shine Cream that they have. The reason why I like that is because it's a water-based moisturizer, and it also doesn't really weigh my hair down. Like even my Curacare headdress is a little bit too heavy for my flat ironed hair. I still want that freedom of movement, so I use this. I also use like Moroccan oil or something along those lines. So I don't know, I mean, this is kind of my technique and it works. It's been working for a while. So hopefully you find this video helpful, and definitely leave any comments or questions underneath the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.